Toss it down to Riv, who's with C9's new jungler.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Great cast on the day. I am joined by Cloud9 Rush after their victory over Counter Logic Gaming. Rush, my first question here. Thank you for doing this interview in English as well. Very awesome. Your early game communication was so clean, taking out Darshan over and over again. Was that kind of the objective? What were you guys talking about early game?
Basically, I and Hai most likely just want to kill people. That's all. Like, if we see a chance of killing enemies on top or bot, we just do it. Turret doesn't matter.
Perfect. See hero, kill hero. Best way to go about it, as long as it's going great. Second question, looking at your personal play, you've obviously pushed yourself very hard. What goals do you have for this season?
Basically, on this time, like, is this January? Yeah. When I was on TIP, no one expected me to play well, but now on, as long as people expect me to play really well, I just want to follow up on, like, match on their expectations. That's my goal.
That's perfect. All about the fans, all about the crowd, trying to give back to everything they've given back to Cloud9. And final question for you. There's a difference we see in gameplay with the change of the supports that Cloud9's been going through. What's the difference when Hai is in game, if you can answer that question?
Like, players could be kind of indecisive sometimes. Like, on our Baron thing, it looked really risky, but like with Hai, he just want to do that no matter what, like just commit on that. Sometimes they makes us play better because we play on one thing, like just kill Baron, don't miss smite, just fight well or run away. I think that's why we performed well with Hai.
Well, you guys have an awesome support lineup all around between Bunny and Hai, so hopefully that can come around for both of those guys. You guys have been playing fantastic. Congratulations on the 2-2 for the second week coming in here, and best of luck in the rest of the season, Rush. Thank you so much for the interview. Right now, we're going to throw it over to the analyst desk where Dash and Kobe are ready to break that down.
Thank you very much, Riv. And we're going to try and decipher this puzzle here. The puzzle between the Bunny Fufu C9 and the Hai C9.
Yeah.
And the success rates between the two of them.
So there are some things, you know, Rush is talking there, where you can attribute it to Hai and you can be like, okay, yeah, you know, he's good for shot calling. It's always great to have constant communication. Everybody feels, you know, at ease, and it takes away indecisiveness for people. But then there are things like, when Hai is in the game, Jensen literally dodges 9 cocoons in a row from Smithy when he's ganking
He
in mid lane.
put on a clinic of how to tilt 1v2s.
It's like there's a switch in his head, and he's like, Hai's in the game? Time to beast mode, like, and he just goes mad on them, and he 2v1s, he gets kills by himself, he goes for all these, you know, plays up top.
Yeah.
Things that you're just like, you know what, Hai cannot possibly be involved in this play. And so,
when he's on the other side.
But, you know, but they only happen when Hai's in the game. And it's not even just this year, it's last year as well. Cloud9, the organization, sees it themselves. That's why they took Meteos out. They didn't want to, you know, take Meteos out. Meteos is a god among North American junglers. But Cloud9 without Hai just was not finding the same success. And this is why, you know, in war, in industry, you know, in business, in sports, that great leaders are always so highly coveted and highly sought after, because you can't teach it. It puts everyone's hands in there. You're like, how does he make everyone around him better?
It is innate to him, 100%. And I want to take a look at the Baron call that has been talked about, both in the cast and then by Rush there in the interview, because it is an example of the decisive shot calling that comes out of Hai, the commitment that the team then gives and the weight that they give to his call.
Yeah.
And you and I were sitting here contesting that actually the call for the Baron was a good one.
Right. The initial call and the escape, the initial call and the ensuing escape, like you'll see here, they're able to burn it down. Hai pops his ultimate. He zones the whole team. The only damage that gets through is the culling from Stixxay, which is, you know, significant.
And it's actually hitting the Baron, so
right.
it's helping.
Well, but then they're like, you know what, Cloud9, everybody has flashes here. You know, Jensen's even able to get out himself. Right now, if you could pause it and I could draw on it, I just draw out arrows back to the base for Cloud9. Because right here, you're like, oh, it's a great call. Everybody can just go back to the base. Oh, but here come this is where all the calls go wrong.
Right.
Rush goes back in, and now Hai is going for a ward or trying to trap Huhi in there, who's a LeBlanc, which doesn't make sense anyways. But that's where it falls apart. But the initial thing there, you know, they're able to burn down the Baron and everybody gets out, and they could theoretically have gotten everybody back to base there if they all try to escape. But then, you know, sort of the domino effect of
Right.
one mistake, a miscommunication, Rush and
Yeah.
balls jump the wall at the same time.
Cut that replay in half, and it looks
Yeah.
a hell of a lot more impressive. But even still, the commitment to the call and the
Yeah.
fact that they actually did secure the Baron is a testament to the way that the team plays when high is in the game. And this is now where I want to return to that discussion, about the difference between the two and maybe postulate as to why they are successful in the early games. When you do have a member on your team that you can put so much of your trust in as a leader, and this is what you did. It's been proven. If High was my shot
Last
caller,
year, yeah.
I would, unwittingly just follow every direction he gave me because it's been evidence to me that he's successful. And to a degree, that can make your early game easier because it lets you focus on the micro of yourself and not the larger picture.
And the interesting thing about this game is that actually this game, the early game, it was the 2v2. It was High and Sneaky in the 2 versus 2 that get the advantage. They blow summoners, get the summoner advantage in the top lane, then they call up Rush, and it's an easy call for High. It's like, we just blew the summoners, we've got them pushed into the turret. This is perfect. And then High himself makes the play, headbutts into the wall, perfect delay there for the headbutt as well, lightens it up so easy for Rush. He's able to get a great start. You get Rush flowing, and then Rush had, one of the Rush games where you let him just go off, and he's killing everybody as well, and it's...
The next part of this discussion, though, gets to the point about the Alistair for High, right? Because it's kind of the perfect quintessential champion for what he wants to do as the leader of the team, being the main initiator and shot caller. Great champion. What happens now if that champion does not make it into his hands? Because we did see a little bit of the finagling.
Let's
and
see.
Yeah, right? And credit where credit is due to Lemonation and Cloud9 support staff for securing that Alistair by leaving up a GP. Was the first time we've seen it this split.
You bring up a really good point because Cloud9 took a lot of risks in this champion select. This is the red side risks that I like to look for because we've seen already even this week where red side team, they just roll over, they ban out all of these OPs that they can, ban out 3 OPs and then blue side gets their pick of the litter and we're left with whatever. But Cloud9, they target ban on red side. They don't roll over and, let you have your one first pick here. They leave up so many of the OPs that they get Graves on the backswing there, and the Alistar they're able to secure so early for High, which is so important for them. So
Right.
Cloud9 took some risks.
And then they get a late pickup on the Fiora because they gave the GP over that went to the top.
The counter pick there for Balls was huge, definitely in the early and mid game for him.
So, it's funny. We give a lot of credit to High, but they're also, the champion select today went significantly better than yesterday's as well.
Honestly, unlucky for Bunny yesterday. They had some, they said it, he said it, High had said it himself, it's kind of, there are some coincidences, but there are also some things that do point to
we've heard it from the team themselves that they don't actually see as big of a difference between the two shot callers as it would be evidenced by the way that the games are going currently. That being said, 2 games for each player, that's still not even that big of a pool to make judgments on.
For this year, very small sample size, but it's just the fact that last year that they made such an incredible run when they brought him back in. That's why people have so much faith in this, the mysterious High effect.
The aura of High. Well, anyway, a great win for them there. We're going to take a quick break, but while we get right back to preview our next match, Echo Fox versus Team Liquid. Don't go anywhere.
Dude, I should come up with like some morale speeches during the game. Like 300. Team fight's about to start. Tonight, we're done in hell. And then I engage. That would be great.
Wait, do it.
Oh, man! Well, that'll work well for you. Smitty comes in, gets chunked out. He's in the fight. None of them do anything. Oh, man!
Poke him.
I can go in.
Does he have flash?
Stunning.
Nice, kill. Nice job.
I'm waiting. LeBlanc?
Nice.
I can't get to him. Okay. You guys are fine to push. Stick safe.
And look at all the Ren stacks on everybody. Jets are getting jumped in now. They're going to look for as many kills as they can. Cloud9 with High looks this impressive every single time in our 2-0.